Hello, everyone. I am the Hawk, and I've come to bring you plain truth. I'm not going to talk to you about religion or politics or anything like that, just the plain truth. You know, and I wear a mask because I don't want you to make any judgments about me based on my faith, okay? I want you to listen to my words. You know, I once watched a TV show called Network, and there was a newscaster on there named Howard Beale, and he had an epiphany one night. And the next time he got on his news show, he started telling people the truth about how things were and how to change things. And I feel very strongly about that, and I thought I would do the same thing to you now. So I want to talk to you about a few things. One of the things I want to talk to you about law in America and law enforcement. You know, I've been all over the world. I've been to Japan, Ohio gozaimasu, hajime moshite. I've been to Russia. I've been to South America. I've been to Mexico. I've been to the Middle East. I've been to Africa, visit my Wantu Waziri. I've been to Arabia. Marahaba kif halik amabsut. I've been to Amsterdam, Canada, India, namaste. I've been to China, ni hao, ni hawa, wafushu, iria putongwa. I've looked at law all over the place. You see the cops, the dirtiest, the most unbelievably shitty cops in the world are right here. And the thing about it is they're happy about it. They'll tell you, yeah, I'm a real bastard. And it's like they have to tell you how tough they are, mainly because I don't think they believe it themselves. And usually they ain't really tough until they come at you in large numbers. And then they want to beat the shit out of you. But anyway, it's funny because I was in China, and I use that because you're talking about a communist country versus our American free system. For every one law China has, we have 25. You talk about oppressive country, this is it. Most Chinese from central China who come here end up going back because they say there's too many fucking laws, there's too much bullshit, and there's too much racism. They're happy where they came from. And China really ain't that bad. The cops are on the street, though. They don't sit in squad cars eating donuts. They're out there walking around mingling with the people, and they're tough. They don't carry guns. They don't need guns. They're in good physical condition. You go against a Chinese cop with a knife, you're taking your life in your hands because he'll take that knife, he'll stick it up your ass. These guys are good. They're fighters. They're strong. They're tight. They work out like 6, 7, 8 hours a day to be cops. I mean, they exercise. They practice their fighting skill. They're tough sons of bitches. Our cops work out with that right hand with the coffee cup. And not only that, our cops are trigger happy. I mean, I've seen more than one time cop shows where a cop will tell you, if you get pulled over, put your hands on the steering wheel, don't reach for your seatbelt, it looks like you're going for a gun, do this, do that. I mean, come on. You're that paranoid, you don't need to be a cop. You're paid to take chances. You're paid to take risks. That's what you're out there for. And if you don't feel that you can handle it, you need to get a job someplace else. Because when you start talking like that, what you build up is us and them mentality. You build up, it's us against all of them, and you start pissing people off, and they're going to start fighting back. I've read where there's more than one instance of somebody shot a cop sitting in a squad car. Why is that? I mean, you got to think about that. Cops, you're pissing people off the way you operate and the way you do things. You need to be out there walking around on the street being officer friendly again. Back in the 60s, 70s, cops walked the beat. They were friends with the community. Everybody knew the cop knew them. Hey, officer, how you doing? And if he saw something wrong, he heard something wrong, he went over there and checked it out. Nowadays, you got guys dragging little kids off the street, breaking in women's houses, assaulting them. Why is this happening? Because the cops are in the squad car and they're not where they need to be. What's wrong with having a beat cop walk around schools, a couple of beat cops walk around areas where kids come back and forth to school? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having cops walking around high schools, walking a beat around there, Why do they have to sit in their squad cars and wait for a call? I've actually seen two guys kicking each other's ass, and the squad car was around the corner sitting there, and the guy was so busy looking at his computer, he didn't even see him fight. I had to walk over and knock on the window, and the guy, his first instinct was to put his hand on his gun. I'm like, whoa. They see those guys fighting over there, and he looks over there. Yeah, he sees them. He calls something in on the radio. He sits there. I said, what are you doing? He says, he's calling for backup. I said, there's two guys over there with their fists. You can't go over there and stop them? I'm going to need backup. How cowardly is that? I've seen cops pass people on the highway with their hood open, obviously in distress, to go after somebody going 3 miles over the speed limit. What the hell is that? I'll tell you why. Because that makes money. It doesn't make any money to stop and help you with your car broke down. It does make the city, state, whatever money when they go in and catch a speeder and they fine him. It's all about cash, brothers and sisters. It's all about cash. Even when you're arrested. Cops are not your friend. They don't come and grab you and say, okay, what's going on? What's wrong? They say, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. They're telling you point blank. They're not there for your well-being. They're not there to help you. They are there to put your ass under. And the funny thing about it is, when you're in jail, when you just get arrested, they send an assistant state's attorney, a prosecutor down there to talk to you, try to squeeze a confession out of you right away. And they tell you anything you say is going to be used against you. So even at that point, my advice to you is shut the fuck up. Don't even give them your name. Because nothing that you say is going to help you at this point. The funny thing about it is, for every prosecutor, there has to be a public defender. How come a public defender doesn't jump in the car and get down there and protect your rights while they're questioning you? Because the system is designed to lock you up. It's not designed to help you. It's designed, we got you, we're going to lock you up. Cop gets another stripe for another good bust. Prosecutor gets another stripe for squeezing a confession out of a person. And I got news for you. The more innocent you are, the more likely you are to turn over confession because you just want to get this over with and get out of there. That's the way it works. I swear to you, it's the way it is. If you're a man with a job, with a family, with kids, you just want to go home. And if they got you on some bullshit, there's a bag of weed. We saw a bag of weed in your car, whatever. You just want to go home. And you think if you play ball with them because they talk nice to you, they're going to let you go. Wrong. They're going to tie your ass up. They don't care that you're going to screw up your job, that you're going to lose your family. They only care that they're going to get another strike. And what they're going to tell you if you complain about it, hey, we're just reacting to something you did. If you didn't do this, we wouldn't have locked you up. That is called denial. They take no responsibility for the damage they do to you. If there was any justice before someone became an attorney, they need to spend at least a month in prison to see what it's like. Before you become a state's attorney or prosecutor, you need to spend a couple of months. Before you become a judge, you need to spend 6 months in prison to see where you're sending people. You need to see what you're doing when you lock somebody up. And you need to understand that going to prison is not a deterrent for crime, and it's not a way to stop people from doing anything. Most people go to prison actually like going there. It's like go home week. Hey, bro, what's happened? What'd you do? Oh, man, I killed 2 police. Whoa, wait. That guy gets promoted. I mean, in prison, that's something great. To kill a cop, that's something fantastic. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do not advocate violence at all. Shooting people, shooting police officers, shooting other gang members is wrong, no matter how you put it together. It's wrong. You should never, ever kill another human being because you're a human being. And every time you kill somebody, that makes you less of what you are. Okay? There are legal ways to get around this. There are legal ways to do things. There's better ways than violence. There's always a better way. You know, they say the strong rules the weak, but the wise rule the strong. So you need to use your fucking brain sometimes when you're going against stuff like that. I'm going to teach you how in my next video. Right now, I just need to make a point. This system is not for your good. It's for making money. It's for making cash. That's all this system is good for. And if you get caught up in it, you're just another dollar sign for the state. If you look at our jailhouses, they're crowded. You go to any other country in the world, you don't see as many people being arrested and locked up as you do in America, yet our crime rate is higher than theirs. China has almost no street crime. Their cops don't carry guns, and most of the things that happen there are little small things. Here in America, which is supposed to be the free country, we got thousands of people being locked up every day. Every day. We have thousands of people going through the court system. It doesn't make any sense. It's a revolving door. It's a way to make money. They don't want to rehabilitate you. You know, Department of Rehabilitation is bullshit. It's just Department of Prison. Lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. The poorer you are, the easier it is for you to get locked up. So I'm going to tell you right now, think about this. Think about what I'm telling you. The next time you see me, I'm going to teach you the proper way to fight the system, the legal way, and the way that's going to get you the most results. Until then, I say goodbye, peace to you all, and so long from the Hawk.